Your children are not allowed at the bus stop anymore. That's what the HOA president screamed at 30 parents, while our 6-year-olds cried. She'd brought security guards, with handcuffs, for parents hugging their kids goodbye. 4 months later, she's doing 5 to 7 in federal prison, and I'm the reason why. Turns out she'd stolen $178,000 while terrorizing families. But nobody knew until I exposed everything. What would you do if an HOA dictator threatened your kids? And where are you watching from? Because this Georgia nightmare is spreading nationwide. And your neighborhood could be next. 3 weeks before Dolores destroyed my life, my 6-year-old daughter came home with a black eye. The bus driver didn't see anything. The school said it happened off-property. But I knew. It happened at the empty bus stop. No parents allowed to wait there anymore. That's when I decided Dolores Pemberton had to go. Let me back up. I'm Garrett Holloway, 44, master electrician. Single dad to twins Skylar and Mason. After my divorce, I moved us to Willowbrook Estates in Georgia thinking HOA meant safe. Instead, it meant dictatorship. Dolores had ruled for 11 years. 11. She drove her golf cart at 6 a.m. like a prison warden. Clipboard thick as a Bible, documenting violations. Grass 1 inch too tall? Fine, wrong color doormat. Fine, and her latest power trip? Parents at bus stops were loitering. The morning it started, September 13th, the air tasted like diesel and dew. 23 parents stood with their kids, coffee steam rising. Maria's Friday donuts half-eaten. Normal people, nurses, teachers, mechanics. Then Dolores arrived, her lavender perfume so aggressive it burned your throat. Effective immediately, she announced, pearls clutched. Adults are banned from bus stop areas. It's a liability. Daily fines of $250 for violations. Jerome, grandfather of 3, spoke first. You're joking. The bylaws are clear about congregation in common areas. These are our children. The rules, she smiled. A reptilian thing, are the rules. Here's what nobody knew yet. Dolores owned the security company she'd just hired to monitor the stops. Her nephew ran it, unlicensed, and 3 board members were getting kickbacks, but I didn't know that then. All I knew was my daughter's voice that night. Daddy, why does the mean lady hate us? I pulled her close, smelled her strawberry shampoo, felt her trembling. She doesn't hate us, baby, I was wrong. She absolutely did, and she'd just picked the wrong family to destroy. 17 orange violations slapped on windshields at 5:47 a.m. I watched from my window as Dolores personally stapled them, her headlamp bobbing in the dark like some demented firefly. First warning, criminal loitering. She'd actually used the word criminal. By lunch, she'd installed military-grade cameras. I'm not exaggerating. These things had night vision, motion sensors, probably could read your thoughts. Her email blast at 6 p.m. included screenshots of every parent, circled in red, labeled suspicious individuals. Maria's photo showed her hugging her crying son. Suspicious, time to play dirty. Listen up, I told the parent group chat. Tomorrow, 7:15 a.m., the Willowbrook Coffee Club meets. Location? The public sidewalk exactly 10 feet from the bus stop. Bring lawn chairs. See, I'd spent 3 hours at county records. HOA property ends 9 feet from the stop. That sidewalk? City property. HOAs can't touch public land, that's federal law. Write this down. Your HOA's power ends at their property line. Get the plat map. It's free, it's public, and it's kryptonite to wannabe dictators. 31 parents showed up with coffee and spite. I live-streamed it. Day 1, Dolores can't stop us. The kids made signs. We love you, Mommy. Dolores circled in her golf cart 4 times, speed dialing her lawyer. Then she went nuclear. Friday morning, the bus stop vanished. Not moved, vanished. New location? Half a mile away across the 4-lane highway. No crosswalk, the driver, sweating, whispered. I could lose my job for telling you this, but she paid someone off. 9 kids missed the bus. I lost an $8,000 emergency call. The gravel under Dolores's tires sounded like bones breaking as she slow-rolled past us stranded parents. Windows down, classical music playing. She finger-waved. That night, Mason asked if we were losing. Nobody. We're just getting started. Dolores's nephew showed up Monday with a badge, a taser, and a god complex. Director of Community Safety, his card said. Brad Pemberton, 23, neck tattoo of a scorpion. Drove a Charger that screamed small penis energy. His first shift, he followed Maria's daughter to school. Took photos through the fence. His second shift, he told Jerome, 71 with a heart condition, that his oxygen tank was a fire hazard near children. His third shift, my doorbell camera caught him at 2:47 a.m., keying troublemaker into my truck's paint to 20-minute video. Crystal clear. Posted everywhere before sunrise. By noon, Channel 6 was calling. By evening, Dolores had weaponized her whole family tree. 14 cease and desist letters, all from her brother-in-law's firm. Then Thursday's school board meeting. I smell it now, that gymnasium mix of floor wax and desperation. A concerned citizen stood up with printed photos of me from 2 years ago. Divorce papers. Bar receipts. Is this who we want near our children? The concerned citizen? Dolores's hairdresser's sister. I kid you not. That's when the cavalry arrived. Maritza Chen, forensic accountant, mom of 3, approached at Friday pickup. Those cameras? They're $200 on Amazon. Your HOA paid $3,000 each. I've seen mob operations cleaner than this. Jerome Washington, oxygen hissing. Rolled up with evidence that made my stomach drop. Leather journal, 8 years of notes. 43 families forced out. All had young kids. All challenged her. Look, pages rustling like dried leaves. Same pattern. Bus stop violation, escalation, CPS calls, foreclosure. The scope hit me like ice water. This wasn't about power. This was about money. That night I found it. Brad's Safe Stop Security LLC. No license, no insurance, nothing. Legal bomb incoming. Unlicensed security makes HOA boards personally liable for assault, harassment, everything. Criminal charges. Prison time. 2 board members resigned by morning. Dolores's response arrived at noon. Dolores called an emergency meeting for 10 p.m., past bedtime for every kid in the neighborhood. The agenda, printed on paper, read as fresh blood. Immediate vote. Children banned from all common areas before 8 a.m. Penalty $500 per minute. Per minute. A toddler walks to the mailbox at 7:59. That's $500. Your kid rides their bike at dawn? $1,000 minimum. But item 4 was genocide. Effective immediately. Eliminate all bus stops within Willowbrook. Children must walk to Highway 41. Highway 41 had 3 fatal pedestrian accidents last year. The rebellion went nuclear. 40 families planted signs. Kids live here, Dolores doesn't. We dressed kids in neon orange like tiny protesters. Friday morning, every child held a poster. Why do you hate us? My sister at Channel 6 nearly cried on air. Then Maritza found the bodies. Not literal bodies, financial ones. This records room, she gagged. The stench of mold and rat droppings overwhelming. It's a crime scene. Every document from 2019-2021 gone. But in the dumpster, rain-soaked and half-burned, receipts. Dolores's husband's signature. School District Transportation Board letterhead. They'd been playing both sides. He approved route changes. She profited from the chaos. $47,000 in consulting fees for destroying families. That's not a conflict of interest. That's a RICO case. Screenshot everything. Upload to 3 clouds. Send to feds. The HOA website vanished within minutes, but too late. Legal truth bomb. HOAs must keep records 7 years. Missing documents equals automatic fraud investigation. State Commission has prosecution power. They live for this. Saturday's headline, FBI raids Willowbrook HOA offices. Dolores's response. She sued everyone. The newspaper. 31 parents. And I'm not joking. 14 children named as defendants. My 6-year-old got served papers at breakfast. War doesn't describe what came next. Jerome's text came at 2 a.m. Found it. Come now. Bring Maritza. Tell nobody. His dining room looked like the FBI had already been there. Red string spider webbing between photos, receipts, maps. But the centerpiece, a mold-spotted book from 1987, changed everything. Original HOA charter. Jerome's hands trembled. Buried in county archives. Misfiled under agriculture, page 47. Read it and weep. The words blurred, then sharpened into focus. Clause 47B, Willowbrook Homeowners Association, shall prioritize child safety and family welfare above all other considerations. Any board action contradicting this mandate is void. Board members violating this clause face personal criminal prosecution. Never amended, never voted out, just erased from every copy after 2012, when Dolores took over. That's the appetizer, Maritza said, spinning her laptop. Here's the main course. Safe Stop Security LLC, Dolores Brennan, maiden name. 6 years, $873,000. For nothing. Ghost employees who never existed. Inspections never performed. Those $3,000 cameras? She paid $200, pocketed the difference. Every invoice fabricated. Every signature forged. But the dessert made me physically ill. 43 families forced out. Every single property bought by 3 LLCs. All registered to Delaware. All funded by Dolores Brennan. She'd tank property values, steal them cheap, flip to Chinese investors. 16 million in profits. It's not just fraud, Jerome whispered. It's racketeering. RICO charges. 25 to life, silence. Rain starting outside, tapping like fingernails on glass. One chance, I decided. She resigns tonight or we end her. The clubhouse at noon. I laid out everything. Her face went white, then red, then something beyond color. Resign, repay, run, or die in prison. She leaned close. Coffee and venom on her breath. You're a hammer swinger playing detective. Monday CPS takes your kids. Thunder cracked. Perfect, I smiled. See you tonight? Jerome's dining room, midnight oil burning. Coffee cups like dead soldiers. Maritza's fingers flying across keyboards. She hadn't slept in 40 hours. My kids at Grandma's, 4th night running. We were past tired. We were vengeance-fueled. Door-to-door warfare began at dawn. Dolores stole $800,000. Slam, signature. She's coming for your house next. Slam, another. Rain soaking through my jacket, voice going hoarse. 73 signatures before lunch. 157 by dark. Mrs. Patterson, 91, signed twice for emphasis. Monday, 6 a.m. Forensic Audit Fund, bury Dolores in truth. Goal, 3,000. Twin a.m., 5,000 raised. Noon, 18,000. Comments exploding, watching from Ohio, get her. My HOA president sweating bullets. This is better than Netflix. Then the ghost started talking. David, President 2018, showed up with a suitcase. She destroyed my marriage with fake affairs, planted cocaine in my car, had my dog poisoned. Recordings, photos, vet reports. His hands shook pouring coffee. Susan, Treasurer 2019. She made me sign blank invoices at gunpoint. Not metaphorically. Actual gun, photocopies of everything. Police report she'd been terrified to file. By Thursday, 23 witnesses. 12 boxes of evidence. 3 FBI agents building a RICO case that would make Scorsese jealous. YouTube channel, Willowbrook Truth. First video, your HOA president is a criminal. Here's proof. Her salary, public record. Her theft documented. Her mistakes, fatal. The knowledge bombs. 20% of owners can force a forensic audit, unstoppable. Public meeting recordings are protected speech. Film everything. RICO means 25 years when fraud exceeds 50,000. Hour 12. 100,000 views. Hour 48, 2 million. Dolores's photo became a meme. Final boss Karen. But Friday's miracle? 3 board members cracked. We'll testify tonight publicly, we want immunity. My phone buzzed. Ready? Beyond ready, Jerome's dining room, midnight oil burning. Coffee cups like dead soldiers. Maritza's fingers flying across keyboards. She hadn't slept in 40 hours. My kids at Grandma's, 4th night running. We were past tired. We were vengeance-fueled. Door-to-door warfare began at dawn. Dolores stole $800,000. Slam, signature. She's coming for your house next. Slam, another. Rain soaking through my jacket, voice going hoarse. 73 signatures before lunch. 157 by dark. Mrs. Patterson, 91, signed twice for emphasis. Monday, 6 a.m. Forensic Audit Fund, bury Dolores in truth. Goal, 3,000. Twin a.m., 5,000 raised. Noon, 18,000. Comments exploding, watching from Ohio, get her. My HOA president sweating bullets. This is better than Netflix. Then the ghost started talking. David, President 2018, showed up with a suitcase. She destroyed my marriage with fake affairs, planted cocaine in my car, had my dog poisoned. Recordings, photos, vet reports. His hands shook pouring coffee. Susan, Treasurer 2019. She made me sign blank invoices at gunpoint. Not metaphorically. Actual gun. Photocopies of everything. Police report she'd been terrified to file. By Thursday, 23 witnesses. 12 boxes of evidence. 3 FBI agents building a RICO case that would make Scorsese jealous. YouTube channel, Willowbrook Truth. First video, your HOA president is a criminal. Here's proof. Her salary, public record. Her theft documented. Her mistakes, fatal. The knowledge bombs. 20% of owners can force a forensic audit, unstoppable. Public meeting recordings are protected speech. Film everything. RICO means 25 years when fraud exceeds 50,000. Hour 12. 100,000 views. Hour 48, 2 million. Dolores' photo became a meme. Final boss Karen. But Friday's miracle? 3 board members cracked. We'll testify tonight publicly. We want immunity. My phone buzzed. Ready? Beyond ready. Dolores detonated like Chernobyl. Sunday 4 a.m. my truck exploded. Not literally, but sugar in the tank. Brake lines cut, back off, keyed into the hood. Her nephew, the genius, did it under my cameras. His face crystal HD, middle finger raised at the lens. Posted to Facebook before he made it home. Monday, 8:17 a.m., CPS at my door. Anonymous tip about child abuse. The investigator rolled her eyes. Mr. Holloway, this is call number 14 this week. Same voice, same number. We're charging her with false reporting. That's a felony. She handed me the case file. Dolores' cell number highlighted Tuesday. Maritza called screaming, good screaming. She tried to bribe me. 10,000 deposited, memo says, consulting fee from SafeStop Security. Screenshot, bank report filed, FBI notified. Wire fraud, 5 to 10 years. Dolores had just upgraded from state to federal prison. Wednesday broke her. State auditor, 2 sheriffs, and a forensic accountant walked into HOA offices at 9 a.m. Dolores actually spread her arms across the door like she was defending Helm's Deep. You need a warrant. It's a regulatory inspection, ma'am. Step aside. I know my rights. They cuffed her for obstruction. The photo, Dolores face down, pearls scattered, wig shifted, went viral in 6 minutes. Beamed in 10. Final boss Karen defeated. Trending nationally. Thursday, her husband served divorce papers. On Facebook. Due to financial crimes I was unaware of, I'm seeking immediate separation and half of all hidden assets before federal seizure. Rats, ship, fleeing. I practiced my presentation until muscle memory took over. 27 slides of destruction. My kids at grandma's for safety. Mason's drawing. Stick figure daddy fighting a dragon tucked in my pocket. For courage, he'd said. 6 p.m., Dolores' final text. You destroyed everything, I responded. No, you did. I just documented it. Showtime. Dolores launched her suicide attack at midnight. Every parent's employer got an email. Subject, dangerous employee. My photo next to a fabricated police report. Maritza labeled embezzler. Jerome called pedophile. She'd crossed into territory that ends with lawsuits or bullets. But we'd prepared for Armageddon. Jerome had built a Counter-Strike folder. 17 character witnesses, security footage from every incident, and the crown jewel, Dolores on hot mic at a board meeting. I'll destroy every breeder in this neighborhood. Channel 6 didn't just report it. They led with it. 6 o'clock news. HOA president's hate campaign exposed. The deep-faked audio she'd created of me threatening her. Their tech expert dismantled it live. Amateur hour, he called it. Friday, she tried canceling. No quorum without full board. The 3 board members who'd gone dark. They'd been recording her for 6 months. Every threat, every bribe, every admission. They emerged like sleeper cells. We never resigned. We investigated. Quorum stands. Saturday's desperation, venue roulette. Community center. Elementary school. Country club. Library, text every 30 minutes. But our group chat, 200 strong, tracked it like air traffic control. "She's melting down," someone posted. "I can smell her fear from here." Sunday's Hail Mary, professional security. 6 men, special forces types, 2,000 each. For safety, she claimed. Agent Carlson made one call. Federal investigation in progress. Any interference is obstruction. They vanished like smoke. Monday, 4 p.m. I hadn't slept in 70 hours. Maritza dry heaving in the bathroom. Jerome refusing morphine. Need my mind clear. My son's note in my pocket. Daddy is braver than dragons. Dolores arrived at 4:47. New Chanel suit. Fresh pearls. Botox smile. Walking like she'd won. She had no idea she was walking into her own funeral. The community center was a powder keg. 237 homeowners crushed in. Channel 6 live streaming. Agent Carlson back row, FBI windbreaker visible. The air tasted like violence waiting to happen. Dolores gripped the podium. "This is an illegal motion to present evidence," I stood. The room held its breath. "Sit down, you pathetic." Clause 47B. Jerome's voice cut through like a blade. Original charter. Child welfare supersedes all board authority. You knew this. That's why you burned the archives. The PowerPoint exploded onto the screen. Her face, her theft. $873,000. Someone's coffee mug shattered on the floor. Fabricated lies. Click. Her voice filled the room. "I don't care if their brats get hit by trucks. Poor families are property cancer." A father lunged. 3 men held him back. "Where's my money?" Someone screamed. "You stole my daughter's college fund." Click, the deepfake. Then the analysis. Forensically fraudulent. Then her real voice. "Plant drugs if you have to. Call CPS, I want them gone." A mother vomited. Actually vomited. That's when the 3 board members stood like synchronized swimmers. We wore wires. 6 months. Everything's recorded. They hit play, Dolores crystal clear. "If any parent interferes again, I'll have their children taken. I own judges. I own CPS workers. I am God here." Silence. Then Jerome. "Motion to dissolve this entire criminal enterprise you call a board." Second. The room erupted. All in favor? Every hand. Even the camera crew raised theirs. Dolores ran. High heels clicking, pearls flying. Agent Carlson was already there. "Dolores Pemberton, you're under arrest." The handcuffs snapped. 47 counts of fraud. Her wig slipped sideways. Mascara running. Janelle's suit ripping at the seams. I leaned into the microphone. "Your HOA presidency is terminated. Your freedom is terminated. But our kids? They're taking the bus tomorrow." Standing ovation. Tears, chaos, justice, Dolores Pemberton, federal inmate number 47829. 12 years, no parole. Her nephew, Brad, 5 years plus registered sex offender. Those photos of kids at school. Her husband flipped for immunity, then died of a heart attack during testimony. Karma's brutal. 947,000 recovered. Every penny returned. But we voted for something better. The Willowbrook Children's Safety Fund. 3 kids whose parents Dolores destroyed. Full scholarships to college. Maria's daughter starts Harvard this fall. The bus stop became holy ground. We installed a bronze bench. Parents always welcome, Dolores never forgotten. Friday donuts evolved into Sunday barbecues. That patch of concrete where she tried to criminalize love, now it hosts weddings, birthday parties. Life. Jerome's book, Taking Down Tyrants, an HOA Survivor's Guide, hit #1 on Amazon. Netflix bought the rights. He plays himself. The oxygen tank stays in frame. Maritza runs our HOA now. First decree, every document public. Every meeting live streamed. Every dollar tracked by 3 separate auditors. Second decree, no president serves over 2 years ever. Power corrupts. We learned, my kids healed. Mason stopped having nightmares about the mean lady taking daddy. Skylar's anxiety disappeared. They catch the bus laughing now. That client I lost hired me to rewire his entire building. Anyone who fights that hard for their kids fights hard for quality. The revolution spread. 73 HOAs nationwide under federal investigation. Our Dolores detection kit downloaded 2 million times. Her mugshot became the universal symbol for HOA corruption. Google evil HOA president. It's her face forever. Every morning, 7:15 sharp, I'm at that bus stop. Coffee steaming. Parents laughing, kids safe. The security camera we kept as a monument blinks at us. We wave back. We won. Your HOA trying this? Comment below. Let's destroy them together. Subscribe now. Next week, the superintendent stealing special ed funds meets karma. Remember, you're not their subject. They're your employee. Fight accordingly.